Hey guys, welcome back to another Phasmo weekly challenge. I'm having a lot of fun with these recently, so let's do another one. This week is called Do As I Command. I've never done this one before. I have no idea what it will entail, but it is in Sunny Meadows and not Sunny Meadows restricted, which means we have the full asylum to go through. That is going to be a bit interesting. Funnily enough, I was actually just here yesterday. I was doing like exploring, trying to find little Easter eggs and nuggets of lore. It's quite hard to find, but there is loads, like especially a big one in one of the special rooms in Sunny Meadows. So we had a lot of fun in stream when I was live going through this map. So it's quite good because I've got a bit of a fresh memory of it. So I don't go here very often because it's massive, and when you're playing solo, yeah, you're not going to have the best you're not going to have the best time trying to find stuff and dealing with it on your own, but that's okay. So this one, do as I command. You'll have to force this ghost to give you evidence. Luckily, we found some extra items to help you out. Okay, so you have to do it 3 times to get your challenge completed. So let's have a look at the actual details here. So if you go to the magnifying glass and go to player, we start off with full sanity, which is great. Our restoration for sanity is 50%. So the way Sunny Meadows is because it's quite a large map. In fact, it is officially classified as a large map. It is also very dark. Not all the lights work. The breaker can be like up the top in the foyer as you go in, but it can also be down in the basement. So you could be at the opposite end of the map and not be anywhere near breakers. So 50% actually isn't too bad. It's really good actually. Sanity drain is 100%, so we're not on professional level or above. Sounds like we're on like amateur level, which is good. It just means our sanity is going to drain a lot slowly, or a lot slower rather, as we go through probably what is going to be a lot of darkness. So not bad. We got sprinting, we got our player speed normal, flashlights are enabled, awesome. So let's look at the ghost. Ghost is at its normal speed, so 100%, nothing changed there. Roaming frequency high, I would expect so. It's a fairly large map. Changing favorite room is low. That actually works in our favor because if we are trying to find a ghost in such a large map, this could be a pain in the ass if we suddenly have a room change and we've just found it and our sanity is like drained to all hell. So I actually don't mind this a lot. Activity level low, okay. Event frequency low as well. Obviously friendly ghost off. 2 seconds grace period, so not long, but long enough that you should be able to get away and try and hide if you want to. Hunt duration is low, so I don't have all these details marked in my head, but I'm from my understanding on a large map, hunt duration being low I think is 40 seconds, so that's fine. We don't have like a full minute to try and get away from the ghost. All evidence, so 3 get evidence is given. We get 120 seconds for our fingerprints, that's good. And here we have the actual contract. So no setup time, random weather, door starting open is high, number of hiding spaces, places is medium. We've got our sanity and activity monitor on in the van. The fuse box at the start of our contract is turned off, so you will have to go find that. It should be visible, as you can see, on the actual map in the van. So if you want to put the lights on, you know where it is. But it does look like we have all cursed possessions. So I have never done a game, I don't think, unless it's like I've not done an official game where I've had all cursed possessions. I have been in one like years ago, right? But not anytime recently. I have been in the prison with all cursed possessions, but it was friendly ghost on. So this is going to be interesting. You can use things like the haunted mirror to try and find where the ghost room is. And when you're looking through it, you can try and like pinpoint something that's like specific about the room. Sometimes it's like a blood splatter on the wall, other times it's like, oh, this is a brown sofa, you know, like it's going to be a little difficult for anyone who doesn't go on this map frequently or doesn't know the map well enough that you can't like identify something that maybe is unique about the room. Things like the tiles on the wall, for example, could be a good way to do it as well. I don't know the map well enough, so this is going to be fun for me because I'm going to go with what my memory is, and my memory is so bad, so we'll see. You can ask the Ouija board as well where its favorite room is, or you've got tarot cards where you can use and try and find activity. Same with the voodoo doll. That's also an option. But music box and monkey paw, all these things can help us. I think you can also use the monkey paw with I want to trap the ghost. Which, by the way, the monkey paw's wishes, you can find all of them on Sunny Meadows, the large Sunny Meadows. So I went through a lot of them yesterday when I was on stream, and it was a lot of fun finding them. So yeah, there's quite a few that you can pick up. So go grab them while you're there if you can. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. So I think the idea with the trap the ghost is that the ghost is going to be trapped in its favorite room, and it will not like be able to leave, I think, for a minute. And then after the minute, it will do a cursed hunt. So, but the thing that's special about it is I believe there's like a lock symbol that appears on the ghost room door, that doesn't appear on any other like potential ghost room. The only other rooms that all other doors that have those is room, like transition corridors. For example, if you were going from like the main foyer next to the chapel through to like one of the wings, it will have a lock on there because officially, until they change it, which is coming soon, if a hunt happens, those doors actually lock. So you can be locked in or out of the wing, or essentially whatever, like the courtyard, or what you know what I mean. I can show you when we're in there, but yeah, this is basically what we're dealing with. Again, we can have a look at the trucks, little icon up here, the eye. Oh, so it looks like everything's tier 3. We have everything. We have incense, we have headgear, igniters, we have everything we should need. Actually, that's really good. I am not scared of that messing me up in the slightest. That's good. Let's see how we get on, right? Let's try it. I am nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I'm nervous, but we're gonna do this. It's gonna be fine. I've also applied a little filter for you guys in OBS, so you should be able to see this a little brighter than I do. Little color correction never hurt nobody. All right, let's see. Oh, the breakers at the very start. Let's go. Right in the main foyer. All right. Thanks, Mr. Man. We're dealing with Mr. Keith Winter. How appropriate with cold breath in the van. So we can instantly assume that it's not going to be a Banshee and a Dayan because only female names are considered, or female models as well are considered those. We can also look in the cameras in the van. Now, I personally will have a little look, but I don't know if I'm going to use it for, well, much. I'm just going to give it a quick scan and see what we can find. I have been here before, and I found ghost orbs in the chapel with my friends. In fact, that was a week ago. So I was able to find a ghost through these cameras, like I did last week with the ghost orb we found on Camp Woodwind. So you can find stuff, but sometimes it's not gonna be much. Yeah, we're not seeing anything here. This map is freaking massive, by the way. Absolutely huge. Okay, now I'm gonna say it's probably mandatory to bring tier 3 headgear. You're gonna be in the dark a lot, so you probably want to make sure you do that. If you want, there's multiple ways you can do this and change it up every time. Just play about with it and see how you get on. I might bring in. I'm trying to think about items that we can use instantly to like rule someone out. So maybe take an EMF with me, because if we get any activity, I can follow it. Salt might be ideal. Maybe UV. I would like to also bring a thermometer, but I'm not going to be able to bring everything. Some people would like. So I say some people would like. I don't know if most people like the parabolic. I don't think it's that bad. You can use it anyway. Right. So the breaker is off, so I need to turn the breaker on when we get in. Keith Winter. Oh, it does say parabolic on my objectives. That's not too bad. Prevent the ghost from hunting. I doubt I'm going to do that. Okay. I'm wondering if this is the best idea. Maybe not, actually. It's one of those things where I'm not entirely convinced. Because we have no setup time, I can just like dump things inside and it's not a problem. Oh, there we go. Can see it. I'm gonna actually let me use a strat for a minute. So you can actually take tier 3, or you can, well, tier 3 is the best because it lasts such a long time. Oh, we're already getting a spike in activity. Nice. Probably throwing something or something. And you can put the lighter, or the firelight rather, at the front door and see if the ghost decides it wants to come to the front door. I've seen people do this. It's quite interesting. And what you can do is see if you get an EMF reading off of it. Now, this is not what I'm going to be doing all the time. I just kind of want to see. It does mean you could test to see if you've got a stalker. Or in this case, it wouldn't be a stalker. It would be a roamer. Like a phantom or the wraith. I don't think that that's something we're going to do though. Although, look, we are getting activity 4 on our chart. That's could be an EMF 5, potentially. Okay, so actually, if I'm being serious here. Oh, I wonder actually if we see anything on the camera now. I don't think so. I'm just being... I'm stalling. Can you tell I'm stalling, guys? I'm definitely not stalling. Right, I think we're fine with the stuff we're going to take in. I can dump some things at the door, like the thermometer. We can dump one of these cameras, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. I need to bring smudges. It's tier 3 smudges. Personally, I prefer tier 2s. Alright, so dump this here. Oh! Wait. No, it's snowy weather. I was about to go, wait, is this the ghost room? But it's not, because the snowy weather means that with the breaker off, you're going to get cold breath everywhere. So don't be fooled by that. You're getting cold breath even outside the freaking place. Cool. There's my parabolic. Let's see if I see anything. No. Oh. Yep. Let's put the breaker on. And where's the light in here? I always forget. Where is the light? Guys, I don't know where the light is. Where is that? It's downstairs. Isn't it? There it is. That's not downstairs, that's upstairs. Let's see. So, I think the idea is that you're actually meant to use the cursed possession stuff, but I do want to see if we see with the parabolic. Interesting. There was noise downstairs and now... is that the... Where is that? That's downstairs. Is it... I don't know where that is. It's... Oh! Wait, how is it able to do that? Do you see how there's 2 ping pongs there? One's downstairs and one was upstairs. Oh, weird. Also, is my sanity draining? Yeah, no. Interesting. What's happening? Sorry, this is really fascinating to me. I don't... Oh! Ghost is doing a lot of wandering. So I think it is down... What? Wait, is it twins? Am I tripping balls here? Oh! Oh my god, that sounded really close. It's not though. I think it's actually fairly far away. It's like... maybe past the courtyard? I'm not sure. That's so weird. Oh. I think that's courtyard. That's not courtyard. What is that down there? I can't remember. Because the basement's there, so what's in the basement? It's the... Oh, I don't know. Weird. I don't know if all of that is the actual ghost or not. I'm assuming it is. Because I do think you can pick up other sounds, but I'm not sure. Right. Is there anything else I want? Sorry, let me go in and have a think about this a minute. Lots of activity happening, which we can see. I wonder if that is EMF 5 or not. Okay, so I was just having a quick break there because I had to... I think my brain's still waking up, right? Because it is first thing in the morning. Like, I feel I'm actually doing this in the mornings when I've not woken up my brain yet. I do think that I'm maybe, like, being a little dumb here, so... I say dumb, it's not really dumb, it's more of a sense of I'm still, like, new to some of the things in the game. So I think when it comes to the parabolic, it's only like a certain distance, obviously, and tier 3 is not going to hit all the way to the back. I'm pretty sure it only goes to, like, I can't really show you here on the map, but I think it covers, like, this, like, first bit. So if we're getting hits downstairs, of course it can't be over there because there's no map that part there. So I think what we're seeing is potentially the padded cells, maybe, in this matron's office that's downstairs, and then potentially hits going on the stairs to upstairs at the chapel, and I think the other office is there. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the manager's office, and then it's the waiting room. So it is close. It's not crazy close, but it's close. It's close enough. Let me grab some smudges. I'm just going to bring them to the front door. Let's have a wee go and see if we can get another hit on the parabolic. I'm just going to dump these a minute. Let's see. Yeah, so I think that's like the matron's office and the padded cell towards the staircase. In fact, that might be Lisa's room. Potentially patient 7. Right, so that's like that's the hallway, and then that's downstairs. So yeah, I think that's where we're getting hits here. Interesting. So if we're on all 3 evidence, let's go and take some items with us. Let's take EMF maybe. We'll take salt and UV maybe. Actually, no. We got our smudge. Let's dump the smudge. I'm just wondering if UV is the first thing I want to do. UV is usually like an easy one. Or you can take the camera and the thermometer. Right, let's do this. Don't be nervous. It's all good. I'm always nervous. I don't know where all the lights are in this place either. So I will try and turn some of the lights on when we get downstairs. Maybe one. I'm hearing noises upstairs. Let's see, where's the light switch? Here it is. Right, so 18 here. Matron's office. Light is working. 20 degrees. It's not in here. Okay, let's turn this off then. I can't see, guys. Okay. Let's check the cell. No, it's not here. Okay. So I might be misunderstanding the locations. Maybe over here? Hold on. Turn the light on. I don't like this because it gets closer and closer to the morgue. Interesting. It could be not... I could be misreading the parabolic. So, I'm kind of trying... Wait, what's over here? Oh yeah, the other room. I'm kind of trying to do what I would do as I'm doing this naturally as what I would do as a new player. I say a new player, I'm like... I guess I'm not new anymore, but I am... Still, I would say, not inexperienced, but I'd say new enough, you know? Oh, that's a pool. Right. Not here? No? I think you might be more worthwhile using cursed objects if I'm being real. Nope, we've got the cursed room here. This hallway. I didn't know this hallway could be the room. Right, okay. Let's switch EMF. Let's see if there's any orbs. I didn't know if hallways could be the rooms or not. I thought they couldn't. Let's go into the rooms with the thermometer and see if anything stands out. Not here. No, it is this hallway. I hate this room. Ooh, it's so scorchy. You hear that? I don't like it. It's super scary. No EMF though. I guess these can be. Okay. Right, I'm not seeing orbs anywhere. So does the threshold for this cover the entire freaking hall? Because this place is massive. Are you serious? This is gonna take me forever. Not here. Not here. Yeah, like the ghost has definitely been in this hallway a lot. Not here. That's it. That's it. There's no other room. Okay. Interesting. Not a fan of that. So okay, there's one of the wishes as well. If you want to pick that little tag up, that's creepy. I don't think I checked that room, did I? Right, so we have EMF 2, ghost event. I see ghost orbs as well. There's another door being creeped open. What's the temperature in here? Is it this one? Yeah, 1.4. Okay, so we do have close to freezing, but not freezing yet. I would think that it would probably be freezing by now if it was actually going to be freezing. Because we've been in the map for several minutes. Let's go get some other stuff. I don't like that. That's like the grotty bathroom. It's got the big bath and it's full of... I don't know... Okay, so I don't know what its contents are because I'm a bit blind when it comes to certain colours. Some things look too close together for me to differentiate between them. So I don't know if it's brown or red. So it's blood or dirty water. I don't know. I would guess probably dirty water maybe, but you never know. Could be anything. Right, so I've taken a bit of the first game of a bit of a different approach to probably what most people would do. They would all use cursed objects. And I think that's good. I think you should do that actually. However, I just wanted to do different techniques when it comes to the ghosty. So what do I have with me? We had... I should probably bring more evidence items now that I think about it. Because I do think it's worthwhile when you're doing weekly challenges is you test your technique, find other ways that you could, other ways that you can get the ghost to do what you need to do. I did leave a camera down there, so we can see it, but we do already have one piece of evidence, and that is our ghost orbs. So, yeah. I don't know if we're going to get freezing, so if we did discount it, there's a chance I could be running into a Cormos. I hate that for me. Right. Let's take the book. Let's take the book. Hopefully it's a nice ghost who doesn't turn off any of the the breaker and stuff. I know I say that. Sometimes you get a djinn and they don't turn off the breaker because they can't, and then before you know it, your sanity is in the actual toilet. That's happened to me a couple of times, and I'm not being killed by the djinn when it does it, but it has hunted me several times. And I've been like, oh my god, I'm about to die. Right, let's get back to this room. So like I say, I was in here actually yesterday. I'm timing myself here, or dating myself. But yeah, I was in here yesterday on stream, and it was actually really interesting to go through Lisa's room. Actually, the whole landscape of this map is very interesting. It's a product of its time for sure. Because I think it was, you've got the two founders. Let's put this in. Two founders picture on the. I'm gonna put one over here as well. One here. And check the temperature again. 1.2. Creepy. It's opening doors around me. Let's go check for UV. Oh, never mind. You happily obliged while we're here. So we got a footprint right there. Thank you very much. We could be dealing with a Cormos or a Mimic. That's not ideal. I'm just going to keep checking these temps. We're not getting freezing, so it's probably going to be bouncing off of one constantly. Did this give EMF? There was a too late. Yeah. Alrighty. Let us go get some more evidence, because I don't have anything else on me. Let's do that. Yeah, so the founders there's a portrait of the founders in the foyer. I don't know their names actually. I don't know if there is a way to find out. But Sunny Meadows is actually the second mental institution of Phasmophobia, because the very first one, which was just named Asylum, that was actually, I believe, I don't know if it was closed down, and then some patients, including one called Lisa Lavender, we believe, was moved to Sunny Meadows after a very long time in solitary confinement. I believe it's solitary confinement she was in. In the previous asylum, she was going a little bit mad, I think, but and I don't know the reason why she was there, because a lot of the reasons you see in Sunny Meadows, like there's things on the wall that give you reasons for like admission essentially, and a lot of them are like bad habits, loss of child, you know, shit that really doesn't matter and it would never fly in these day and ages, but clearly did back then, obviously, because things were a bit more fucked up then, for sure. But it's fascinating. So patient 7, which is Lisa, she was the one that was transferred over, and there used to be a poem, I believe, in the previous asylum, and she basically was talking about, in poetic ways, how the move was hopefully going to be a happier one, and it was not, sadly. Right, so we're dealing with Cormos hand to or Obeke. I would like to see Obake's fingerprints rather than footprints if possible. Cormos and Obake, Hantu are horrible to go against, but Hantu should give you freezing, and we've not seen that yet. We also have as an option a Mimic, which is my unluckiness, I suppose, because a Mimic could literally be anything if wanted to be. So when it comes to a Mimic, in case you're not sure, because I have had friends and other like viewers and people in the community ask me this before, how do you tell if it's not a Mimic or it is a Mimic? So a Mimic technically has just the same 3 evidence as every other ghost, but it also has an additional fake evidence, this 4th evidence, and that is its ability, which is the ghost orbs. The ghost orbs are not its evidence, it is its ability. So it will always show orbs no matter where the ghost room is. It will always show it. If you have the situation like I could potentially be in right now, where I get spirit box with UV and ghost orbs, make sure you check for freezing, because, or you can get it the other way where you get freezing and you think it's a Hantu. It's like, right, okay, how do I know that it's a Mimic or not? You gotta always check for the other part, including the fake evidence, which is orbs. So it's takes a bit getting used to if you're not sure. Because I know that when I first started, I was like a little confused by it, and I would always forget which way around it was. But yeah. So actually, now that I think about it, what is Obake again? Obake is EMF 5. Right. So we have everything we need downstairs. We just need our spirit box. So we don't need dots. I can ditch the dots. I love that. Love that for me. It means I can take a smudge. All right. Let's go. Let's get this going. Sorry, I know I waffle a lot. Like, I'm a big talker, big yapper. So appreciate that. Appreciate that sometimes Rogue needs to stop talking. I'm going to take 2 smudges. Yeah, got 2 smudges in our spirit box. Does mean I'm going to have to turn off the light when I get down there. We are at very high sanity. Now I am remaining in my crouch position. The reason being is that if we're dealing with a Cormos, I want its detection range to be as little as possible. So if I'm walking or running normally on the map, it will find me very easily. And I don't want that. And we're going to be right here, so I don't need it. We're about to drop a lot of sanity as well with here. But the good thing... Actually, no, that's the wrong corridor. Damn it. Walked in the salt again. Okay, hopefully you guys should be able to see with that little colour correction I've added to the OBS. Right, here's our room. Oh. EMF 3. Just gonna do it this way. Gonna ask it a bunch of questions. It's not giving me spirit box. Interesting. So it might just be that it's on the camera. It might just be that it's actually EMF on its own. EMF 5. No handprints here. That means that it could be a shapeshift. Ooh. It's throwing stuff. Let's check for freezing. No freezing. Yeah, I don't think we're... Handprint. It's a 5-finger handprint. But it's not EMF 5 yet. It could be that... Hold on. I'm just going to look for... Yeah, we're good. We're not going to get chased yet. I really would like to see the... Oh. Yeah, we're getting lots of EMF readings. Not getting any of the special Obake stuff. Obake is a shapeshifter. So you will find... I'm going to take this back to system voice. Alright. Are you here? What are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? What are you? Are you here? We're not getting anything for Spirit Box at all. I'm thinking it's maybe an Obake. We still could be a hand tooth, but I'm doubting it at this point because we have not reached 0.9 or less. There's our EMF, I think. Yep, there's EMF 5. There you go. That is our confirmed Obake. Nice. Let's get out of here. I would rather not die. So that's like the way you could do it if you're not dealing with the cursed possessions. As I said, I wanted to try this way before we start meddling with other stuff, so I'm actually glad I did. Very nice. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Hey, there we go. Got Obake. Our ghost was correct. Luckily, I was thinking about this as it was loading in. We did see the high activity on the chart when we were in the van. That spike of like 4. That means that it was a potential EMF 5, and it was. So we got quite lucky that we were able to show that as well. So yeah, let's go on to game number 2 and see if we get something else, and we might shake a wee bit. Let's go. We've arrived. Let's see. We have Justin Watts, another guy. Which means it's nice and easy for us. The breaker seems to be... Oh. Game likes to lag on me sometimes. The breaker seems to be in the... Is that the courtyard? Right, it is. Because that's that box in front of it is the chapel. So that must be in the courtyard. I don't want to go in the courtyard just to open that. Okay, well, you can, I guess, but we will maybe do without it. Let's see. So, if we bring in... I guess we could bring the ghost to us. Because with a tier 3 crucifix, you can actually prevent the cursed hunt that happens in the summoning circle, if you want, that is. So that's an option. We can literally like burn it and then see if we take a photo and see if it disappears for phantom. You could also put salt down and it would see if it's got, if we're wraith, anything like that. I don't know if necessarily doing it that way is a good shout. I've not actually done the summoning circle very often, especially with tier 3. I did it actually a week ago with friends, but I wasn't able to do it all the way, and my friend had to finish it off and she died instantly. It was such a shame, but it was really funny. Right, let's take EMF with us. We'll take the I think what I might do is go to the chapel and dump some evidence items, and then we can get things crack-a-lacking on. Rogue can't see. Imagine you got demon hunted right here. There's a bone. Fantastic. There is a little activity, as you can see on the map. I don't know. This isn't showing EMF 5 yet. There is, obviously, it's going up to like 4. But that doesn't indicate EMF 5 yet because the jumps are only in 2s. So it's going from 0 to 2 and then from 2 to 4. So that doesn't indicate EMF 5. I don't believe. It just might be that it's thrown a couple of things. That's all. Oh, it's throwing stuff nearby. The ghost is actually nearby. Funnily enough, it's coming towards me. Tarot cards. You can actually take a picture of all of these. That's amazing. I'm not gonna do all. There's the bone. I'll take a picture of that though. I don't think. I think these don't count as unique though, do they? Oh shit, they do. Right. Well, that's cool. So the ghost is nearby, and we will be draining sanity. You can hear it in the background, funnily enough. So let me grab some of these items and see if we can actually find it. Because I heard it really close. Was it in here? Is that downstairs? Or is that in this office? No, I think it's downstairs. Or maybe through... Oh! Orb? It's here. It just blew the light out in the chapel. Right. EMF. Right. It's in the chapel. It has actually come to me. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. EMF 3. Shit attempts out here. So it's out here. 4.6. Righty. Let me grab this a minute. Yeah, so the ghost is actually here, which is very, very interesting for us. So we know we've got orbs. We know we've had EMF 3 hit us. So I'm going to quickly go to the van and grab the other evidence items. We do have a couple of things in the chapel, so we're really close by. There's no point in me going to the courtyard at this stage. We're draining sanity fairly slowly, so I won't worry about that. It's just funny how I was sitting thinking to myself, I'm going to use the cursed possessions and stuff. Yeah, so you see that's like a jump of 3 and then 1 to get to a total of 4, but that doesn't mean EMF 5. Right. Let's grab this, and grab dots. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. Let's get out of here into the map again. And turn my headgear on because I can't see still. Right. Hallway ghosts, eh? It must be one of the room. Oh fuck, it's here. Is it? Wait. Killing my sanity. So did a long singing event there. Interesting. We are dealing with a guy in it then. But it's not a banshee and it's not a Dayan. It's definitely coming towards us. Or it feels like it at least. But we don't have a stalker. Oh no, we do. No, we don't. No, we don't. But it could be a fae. What's my sanity? Right, we're still high. So I didn't want to engage with that ghost event in case it killed my sanity too much. That's fucking creepy. Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Hold on. Double Windows key. Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? What are you? Are you here? What are you? Are you here? Oh, I'm not getting that. What the fuck up? Okay. Check for freezing. More firelight going out. Not freezing enough. Right. So we're at 90% sanity. We're not even anywhere close to getting hunted for most ghosts. If we get hunted, if we're at really high sanity like this, you're literally only have a handful of ghosts. So this is kind of like similar to what I was saying before in the previous week's video and stuff, that you're kind of limited here. So Hantu, I believe, is 50% sanity. So is Mare. Cormos is 50 unless you're running around in its ghost room, where I think it's like 65. Obaki is 50. Onryo, I think, is 50 unless it's lighting. Sorry, not lighting. It's blowing out candles. Then it could be 100. And Onryo does not light fire. It will blow out a fire, any sort of firelight, flame in its room before it will hunt. So it has to do that. We are hearing the candles being blown out in the chapel, which obviously might happen since it can roam there from where its ghost room is. In fact, it could be that the chapel is the ghost room, but I don't think so because the orbs are actually in the foyer area. Raiju, I think, is 50 unless it's electronics nearby, and then I think it becomes 65. I could be wrong in that, but you guys will no doubt correct me if I am. Revenant, I think, is 50. They can hunt you at 70 if it's still young. As it ages, it will become progressively slower and less active, and then it's a higher, like, you've got a higher amount of time, a longer amount of time to do whatever you need to do, because it'll be slower to respond. I think Yokai and Yuri are 50 as well, I think. So we're actually okay when it comes to like who can hunt us. Because if we are talking about early hunts, at this point you're talking Thay or Onryo. Thay or Onryo, probably the two biggest ones, I would say. So we're doing okay. I think we're doing all right. Of course, we could still have a mimic. Yeah, right, let's get in there and check for stuff like UV. I might bring in the crucifix. I don't know. We'll see. We'll bring in a motion detector. That'll help me figure out where the heck it is. So if I turn the headgear back on so I can see when I'm going in. So like you can do this with the tier 3. You can just drop it down, pick it up. Drop it down, pick it up. Same with that wheelchair again. And then it'll help you see if it comes into its area of effect or detection. So like here, 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 here. And when it beeps, you'll know you found the ghost. Where is it? Just switch that light. Right, there we go. Where did my crucifix go? I lost the crucifix. That's fucking hilarious. Of course I would lose it. I did that actually in Camp Woodwind. We got freezing temps! So we're dealing with freezing temps. That is potentially a Revenant or Hantu, which is scary stuff. I need to go grab UV. So let's grab salt and our UV stuff right here. Luckily we have it on us, which is fantastic. Yeah, we got a hiding spot up next to the piano as well. Put a fingerprint salt there. Oh, do we have any UV? No. But we should check again if it steps in salt again, because there's a chance that it's an Obaki hiding. No, it's not. Unreal. Never mind. We don't have UV then. Oh boy. Now, let me go grab the camera. I don't think the camera's actually of any use here. I'm just being ready for media because I can be. So we can get a freezing temps picture here if we want. Yep. Nice. I'm full on pictures actually. So. Oh, thank you. Filling my sanity. Right, so the one thing we can do with that, and that actually discounts Formos and Oni, but I don't think they're not on the docket anymore. So we don't have to worry about it. So we're dealing with an Onryo, a Revenant, or a Yuri. Interesting. So we've not seen Spirit Box. We do not have UV. So say we discount this. That takes out Onryo. Ghost Writing would be Revenant. Dots would be Yuri. EMF 5 not an option. If you're ever not sure, you can like, if you've got these two, right? And say you've done, if you don't have Obake as an option, right? And your fingerprint chance is 100%, and you're right there as it steps on the salt. Use the UV. Make sure you go far and wide so you don't miss any UV. You got to go all the way through where it would walk. Because if you got like certain ghosts can like, I think it's a Galu, it's got like 6 strides or something. I don't know. Anyway, so there's only 4 ghost options. You still have at this point Mimic on the table, but say you've checked UV and it's definitely not UV. You know you've got 3 evidence, so you can discount it, and Obake isn't on the table at all. You can just cross it out, and then you're like, right, fine, not worrying about it. So now I'm like, okay, what do these ghosts actually have as their 3 evidence? If you don't have ultraviolet, you're not going to have a Mimic, because a Mimic is not going to hide its UV unless it's mimicking an Obake, which I guess is an option, but you're probably not going to. What the fuck is... What? Did the fountain just start? Oh my god, is that... Wait, I didn't know that happened. I'm in like mid-ramble and the fountain starts. Oh my god. Anyway, it's gonna make me pee, so let's not go really close to it. This is like how I deduce things, right? So because I've got like the 3 evidence, so it could still be a Mimic, but I'm gonna say it's probably not. So we know writing, if we just tick that, we know it's Revenant. That's fine. Spirit Box is Onryo, but I'm pretty sure it's probably not an Onryo. Dots is a Yuri. So EMF 5 is none of them. Even a Mimic is not EMF 5, so you can like just cross it out and it's not you don't have to worry about it. It means you're not constantly checking it. So these are your 3 options. My guess is it's probably a Revenant. I'm gonna be real with you. It's probably a Revenant. And I believe, yeah, 50% and 50%, right? So I'm gonna be real. I'm probably gonna be a little worried if it's a Revenant trying to chase me. However, if it doesn't know where I am, it's very slow. So we don't have to worry about it from that perspective. No, I think Unreal's actually 60%, isn't it? I'm talking actual crap. Yeah, it's 60% on normally. And then I think it is 100% if you've got flames nearby. And then I don't know if there, I think there might be a lower threshold there of like 40, but I can't remember why. Right, that's all good. Let's take a smudge in. I don't need anything else, do I? No, we're pretty much just trying to find the third piece of evidence. I'm gonna guess it's probably a Yuri. I might bring in a camera where I can put it on the tripod. Because look, I can't see it. I guess I can see a little bit. It's showing me the wheelchair, that's it. But if we put it on a tripod, at least we've got a fighting chance to actually see dots. Yuri on this map, I think would be a little scary. Especially if it like whacks the door or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's... What is it? It's supposed to be that it can only do hard door touches, not soft door touches. Anywho, don't let me talk as if I know what I'm doing. This is why we learn together. Okay, I'm not within hunting threshold unless they do that. What you saw there was the mist form event. It's a ghost event where basically it's like a ball of mist is coming towards you and then it hisses as it reaches you. It crashes your sanity. It's a pain in the butt. It is very active. Very active. Okay, well, let's go. So again, I've not really used the cursed objects. And this time I've not had the lights turned on. So I'm kind of not meaning to take the normal approach with this, but it's happening either way. Okay. I'm wondering if there's a better way to do that dots. I should have probably brought another dots in, actually. I can't reach the ceiling, sadly. Let's do it here, and then we'll face it out the way. Like, angle. Like that, maybe? That may work. And then I can bring this camera back a bit. The orb is still here, so it's not changed ghost rooms. I want to check if we've had ghost writing. We have! Never mind. We know who our ghost is. We have ghost writing. See? If I stopped waffling, waffling, I could have done this ages ago. So yes, we do have a revenant. So yeah, let's get out of here. I don't want to be being chased by a revenant. Thank you very much. Hey, and there you go. As our second ghost identified, a revenant. Lucky us. So yeah, we were lucky with this one. It was very close by. Even the bone was there in the chapel just waiting for us. So yeah, didn't even get a chance to hunt. We were just in and out as fast as we could be. So that was game 2. Let's try game 3 and see who we get this time. Okay, we're here. Let me have a look and see where the breaker is first of all. It's in the foyer. I love it. Thank you so much. We have a Sophie Brock. Sophie could be a Banshee and could be a Dayan, so we cannot discount any ghosts at the start of the match, which is just fine. It does mean though that we could have a freaking Banshee stalker. Right, I guess what we can do then is turn the breaker on, put a couple of the lights on, and then go into the chapel and see what we find for Sophie. Okay, so I'm bringing my EMF, my thermometer, and a video camera so that we can check for orbs if we find the room. I'm going to take tier 3. I'll take a firelight as well. Well, later. And let's go in and see what we find. I will try and use the cursed possessions. First of all. Alright, turn this on. Put the light on. Thank you very much. Okay. So it's about 10 degrees. It will warm up as the breaker is on now. Turn the light on here. I think the light is on the other side. Or in there. Okay, so... yeah, it's still fairly cold, but it is warming up. Right, sure. Let's try something like the mirror. That's one of the rooms with the piano in it. I believe that is that one of the day rooms? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. I need to figure out the layout if in here. So, where is that? There's like 50 something rooms or something in here. In fact, it might be more. I'm not sure. Let me go and check the map inside. You won't have any details of the map. I think it's actually the day room down that wing. One of the wings. I'm not sure which one though. What I might do... I'm just going to dump this stuff here. Here and here. I'm going to quickly look at it from in the map and see. So each side is a male and a female wing. And they also have like a kind of like a break room or a day room. I might have to look at the mirror again to see, or use the Ouija board. Now, I do have a drop of 25% almost. Yeah, almost. So what we can do is use the sanity meds, and it'll bring us back up by 50% if we want to. And it allows us to look at the mirror again. We can also ask the Ouija board, or we can simply like use one of the other possessions and try and find activity based on the sound. So let's try and see if we can see anything in here first of all. Now, those wings, I believe, yeah, they are here. I'm not seeing anything of a note in the hallways, but that doesn't mean shit if it's not there. Yeah. I think, yeah, the male wing and the female wing Because these two sections, I'm pretty sure. That's the only one I remember seeing a piano in, because there is a couple of pianos in this area. There's one in the chapel. I think there's one in each of the day rooms, and then there might be another one. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not 100% well, like, acquainted with the map layout. It's more that I just remember from what I saw yesterday when I was live on stream. So yeah, let's go for a walk and see what we find. So I'm just having a look with the parabolic because I was just dumping some evidence stuff in here so that I can go and check the rooms. And I thought I'd check with the parabolic. I'm seeing a lot of activity downstairs, actually. So I'm wondering if it's maybe like the matron's office. Oh, Jesus, that scared me. I don't know though, because it's definitely downstairs, at least from what I'm seeing. So it could have moved rooms. Ooh, lots of noise. But it's not. It's ping ponging. I mean, ghosts do that, right? But it's it could potentially be that it's. Jeez, it's in a different room than I thought. Oh, that was nearby. For safety, I might grab one of these and take it with me. See, yeah. All right. Oh, god damn it! I misclicked. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, I misclicked. So now we're gonna have our sanity at 100%. Oh, mama. Fine. That's what it is. It is what it is, guys. Sometimes you just gotta deal with it. That's what I get for bringing it in. I probably should have just left it. Are we gonna see any more activity? No. Come on, ghost. Yeah. Okay. We'll take our usual stuff then. We'll go downstairs and see if we can get EMF at least off of the activity that it's doing. And I'll take the video camera and see in case we see dots. Not dots, orbs. My brain sometimes is not sure what it's trying to say. But yeah, let's go downstairs. I could be wrong. It might be that I'm just seeing the wrong thing. Because again, I'm not entirely sure if I'm reading the parabolic right. Let's put the lights on here. Okay. What am I hearing? There's a lot going on there. No, it's not here. It's in this hole. It's down here. Oh god, I can't see for shit. Uh-oh. Don't be down here. Wait. It was on... It was... What? I'm so confused. Is it upstairs? It's not hunting me, right? Hold up. I thought it was hunting me for a minute there. I'm gonna go upstairs. I might have walked past it. I think I did actually. Put Tony's lights off so we don't blow the breaker. Not that it's a big deal, the breaker is nearby. No. Let's check these offices a minute. I heard sounds. No, it's not here. I heard sounds to my left and it threw me off. No? Is it just the chapel and I'm not realizing it? I just don't know if this map is... if I'm reading it right. Let's go in the chapel. Not the chapel. Okay. Let me use the mirror again. Because we're at 100 almost. Yeah. Let's see. That's, oh, where is that? It's got sofas. It's got the bookcases. It's like a waiting room, but not the waiting room. It's definitely upstairs though. Not here because it's got bookcases. So I think it's further down the way, like maybe one of the visitors' rooms or something. I don't know which one that is. I'm thinking it's probably one of the visitors' rooms. Which is in either side of one of these hallways. Maybe let's go down this way. Guys, I can't see for shit. Hopefully I don't die. We've got a light on at least. Let's see. Again, you can use cursed objects to... It's not here. It has sofas in it. I think maybe here? No? No, of course not. This is a corridor, Rogue. It's a damn corridor. I thought it was the actual end room. Sometimes I'm just not with it. And again, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, let's try this room. This door is open, which doesn't indicate anything too significant. So it's not this room because while there's the bookcases and stuff, the sofas are green and the armchairs are brown, so it's not this room. But I don't think it's the next room because that has beds in it, I'm sure. Because it's technically a bedroom, I think. Yeah, it's not this room. It may be the other one. The one on the other side. We can only try, right? We can only try. Again, I'm kind of taking the probably more newbie approach. There's a stairs downstairs. Bathroom. But I can't... Oh. Well, you can use the cursed possessions all the time. They're... Oh. Got there. I kind of just want to do investigation. You know, I'm kind of just good for an investigation sometimes. Anyway. Oh, the breaker's off. I can't see. Oh, this is a classroom. It's not this. Oh, the breaker's not off. What am I saying? It's not here. I might ask the Ouija board. I think because I'm not as well acquainted with the map, I think it may be smarter to use the Ouija board. So... Just dump this stuff. I'm gonna go and grab some things at the entryway. And we'll see... Oh, did they turn the breaker off now? What's my sanity? I'm at just under 75. Wait. Oh. Hmm? Oh, it's hunting? Oh fuck, it's hunting. So it's an early hunter. I can't open the door. See that? So that means that it's not a normal hunting ghost. So any of those ghosts that hunt at 50%, it's not one of those. Let's grab a parabolic. Can I hear it? Has it stopped hunting? No. Normal speed, I think. Sounds normal, yeah. Right, the hunt's over. Okay, so let's just take a step out, actually. So, it's kind of loud out here. Let's go into the van. So, that tells us quite a lot, actually. So, if we go to our evidence page, we can discount anything that is too slow when it's initially not found us. So, like Revenant, you can discount that. We can discount anything that is like 50% threshold for sanity. So there's quite a lot, actually. There's not many ghosts that hunt early. So not an Aswang, not a Dane, because we're above 75, right? We are at about 70. So I think the highest a Dane could be is 65. Ildegas is 50. Deogen. I haven't enraged it, so it couldn't be Galu. Not Gorio. Not Hantu. Not a Jinn, I believe? No. Hormos, don't think so. Mare. Obake. Myling. Moroi. Let's see. All of these. I'm pretty sure we're above the threshold for all of these. This, and this. Because all we really should be left with, I believe, at this point, since we're above 70%, would be Fae, not Twins, Mimic, Banshee, and Demon. Onryo, no, I don't think so. And Obambo, because it was also normal speed. And I don't think we were in any room long enough for it to have like aged it, so it's not a Fae. It could just be a bean. It could just be a demon in our hand, Banshee or a Mimic, I suppose. My guess is it's, I don't know, it probably, I don't know, a demon maybe? A demon does hunt at 70% normally. That would be my guess. Because I'm just like trying to think out loud here. It's one of those, because we're so like we're not early, but we're early enough. Because we were in the dark. We had started when we went in just that last time at 100% because of my slip of the finger. So we were 100%. So we weren't in the dark all that often, but when we were, like, it was obviously draining our sanity. And then when the ghost was hunting, I think we were probably about halfway through the hunt, maybe quite early on in the hunt when we found out that we were being hunted. And like I say, because we put the breaker off, actually, it wasn't off already, and the door was closed and it was locked when I tried to open it. I'm not, no, I don't think it's a banshee, and I will check because I haven't seen anything that's maybe like drawn me to think it's nearby. So yeah, I think normal, and I do think it's a very early hunter. So I'm thinking, yeah, I guess Onryo could be, actually, now that I think about it, because the chapel has firelights and they are blown out all the time by ghosts. So if it had done it 3 times, that would mean that it would hunt at any sanity. So actually should really still keep, I should still keep Onryo on the list here. I don't think it's a yokai. So a yokai is normally 50. But the reason I'm not saying yokai is because it needs sound. It needs you to talk around it. So because we haven't spoken in the game, because I'm using push to talk, right? So I have to push to talk for the ghost to hear me on the map. I haven't done that, not at all. So the ghost will not know that I've spoken to you guys. So I'm going to discount that, because it would normally be, I think, like, I don't know, something ridiculous like 80% or something. So if you're talking around it. So yeah, I'm thinking it's probably a demon, maybe an Onryo. These ghosts that are left are all normal speed, I believe. So we're kind of just dealing with a couple of ghosts and that's it. So what you can do is, when you know that you're dealing with certain ghosts, you can actually look and see what evidence they give. So EMF 5 is none of our ghosts that are an option. So that's actually really helpful, because it means we can discount it. Because as you can see, every ghost that I've got here, they're all scored out. So let's score that out. Dots is Banshee. Ultraviolet is also Banshee. It's Mimic and Demon. So I think Ultraviolet here is going to be the most important. Freezing temps is demon, ornery, and mimic, so that's that's also really, really important. If we find the ghost room, we can probably see freezing temps there. If we don't see freezing temps at this point, I'm guessing it's probably a banshee. Um, Ghost orbs, again, it's mimic with its fake or its fake evidence, it's fake orbs, so that's its ability. Onryo and Banshee. So we're seeing a thing here of 3 key pieces of evidence that are going to be the most important. So UV freezing and orbs, we're gonna have to check. Ghost writing is a demon, but I'm not probably going to do that as a last resort. And spirit box is Onryo or mimic. Right. So we know what our priorities here are. It's ultraviolet, freezing temps, and orbs. So I would say probably want to take like a video camera, salt, UV light, freezing temps for a thermometer. UV, because it's on like 3 of the ghosts, it's probably best to do that first, I would think. Because like freezing temps is also on 3. Actually, freezing temps is easier because then you can find the ghost room with it. Yeah. I would take probably freezing. I'd take the thermometer, the camera, and maybe a smudge. Because we're probably going to get hunted again when we go in there. Yeah. So that's probably my best guess for that. I did leave those in the chapel though. So I might just grab this on me right now. Just in case. Because I don't know if I'll get back to the chapel without a hunt. I don't know where the ghost actually is. So yeah. Okay, let's get back in there. You tell I'm nervous? Are you in this boy? No? Here? Maybe? Is this... Hold on. I don't think it's here. Nope. My sanity is still high. That's good. Ooh. We're gonna check over here. So if we turn the light on here... I don't want it to be down here. I really don't. No. It's not the hallway, at least. I don't think it's down here. I don't know. There's something telling me it's not down here. We're gonna keep looking. I could ask the Ouija board if we want. It is an easier way to find it. Let me put a light on here. Nice. Check down here. It's really hard to see when it's so dark. Light. There we go. Now, are you down here or no? I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh wait, I didn't bring EMF, did I? No. Okay. I'll turn that off. We might ask the Ouija board. We already know it's an early hunt ghost. They've not... I don't think they've hunted me yet since I've been down here. I'm going to check upstairs as well real quick. Real quick. Just in case it's like chapel or something and I've not seen it. Or... what? Somewhere? Who knows? This is the thing, it's like, this place is so huge. No, you're not here. Okay. Oh, I've got 2 thermometers here, that's funny. Okay, well, my guess is probably best to use the... What one do I want to use? Maybe the Ouija. Alright, I'm going to do one quick scan. Some of the rooms over here. Wait. Did I hear it? Is that not the ghost footsteps? I guess not. Turn the light out. I don't know if that is the ghost footsteps. I'm thinking what I've been hearing is ambience, but I don't know. Noob here. Please help. Guys, help me. No, in all seriousness, if you're not competent at hunts, I could see it being really scary, the idea of trying to figure out where the ghost is using cursed items. Like, I can see it. It is terrifying because you're like, this thing is going to murder me. And yet it might. I guess you just try again. Wait, the lights don't work here? Oh, the lights don't work? Interesting. I keep thinking I'm hearing it. I think I might be misunderstanding the room with the parabolic. I don't know. Let me drop this a minute. Where's the parabolic? Let's use it and see what it's showing me because I don't know. Are we saying that that's not the ghost? Because it feels like it is. Okay, that's the ghost. It's throwing stuff downstairs. Looks like it's matron's office, but it's not. I've not seen anything that indicates that it's the matron's office. That's up here. That's downstairs again. But how do you know which one's ambience and which one's not? I'm kind of tempted to just let it hunt and see what we get. So like if we use one of the cursed possessions to see where it is or whatever, and it'll drain our sanity and we let it hunt, we might be able to tell where it is, if it's close by or not. Because this map is too big to be spending an hour on it. It is a fun challenge. I think maybe just use the cursed possessions and use the sanity meds if you want to. It legit hunted well above 50, in fact well above 70, I think. I think that's ambient noise. Right, what I'm gonna do, let's see, in my hand I have a smudge. So we will, I think, bring, I guess we could bring a sanity med if we wanted. I do have 2 left, but what we'll do is we'll bring a crucifix. We'll bring 2 smudges. And then we'll maybe try and set stuff up in the chapel and see if we get a ghost coming towards us or whatever. See what we get. I think that's probably the best shout for right now. So let's do that. I'm probably going to use these first possessions. Okay, so I might try something I've never done before. I might put salt in the summoning circle, right? I'll put one there as well, and maybe like one behind it. This might be a mistake, right? But I want to experiment a wee bit. So we know we're not at 100% sanity. We're in fact at, I want to say about 85, 80 to 85. So what we can do, I think maybe we can use the summoning circle and like have it spawn in here, but because there's a tier 3 crucifix, I think that actually that stops the spawn. So I would like to try it and see if that works. It might kill my sanity. I might not have enough sanity for this actually, now that if I'm not at, I think you need to be at 80% or more, and I don't actually know if I am. That might be just, oh no, well maybe we can try. So let's see, I can't actually see what these candles are. What are they? I cannot see the candles. Is there no candles? Oh no, wait, they are here. They're in the middle. Actually, I need to put my cursor back on because I remember I put it down to 0% opacity. Now I can actually see it. Good. Grand, let's try. Oh fuck. Creepy. Oh no. Whoa! Does it stop it? It did! Oh my god, it did. UV? No UV. Didn't see any. That's fucking amazing. Look at that. Is that EMF 5? No, right? No. Okay, I'm definitely gonna get hunted now because I think I'm at 0 sanity. Almost. Okay, so the tier 3 crucifix stopped the cursed hunt. However, I'm not safe here, so... Alrighty, so I have obviously been in this game for quite some time. I genuinely think I have misunderstood how the indicators work for the parabolic, especially for tier 3. Because there's a lot of generic noise happening on the map that I probably think is the ghost when it's been hunting. I actually don't even know if that hunt we got earlier was normal speed, because what I heard was like the normal trash footsteps, I think, and not the actual ghost. I don't know for sure. It doesn't change where we're at though, because we're still dealing with the same information. We still know it's an early hunter. So if I was to show you guys real quick, if we wanted to, we could clear this, but I'm not gonna. So Aswang, it's not a Daen, not a Dildagast, it's not a Deogen, not a Galu, not a Goryo, not a Hantu, Jin, Cormos, Mare, nope. All of these are nope. Nope, 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 nope. None of these, none of these. Yeah, so I think we do have this, we still have the correct list to discount. I think we can still discount EMF 5. So the information that, or the idea that we're going with is still, I think, the right method. I'm bloody hoping so, because it's been a long time in this map. I have been interrupted lots with phone calls and stuff, so it's been, I want to say that's like an hour and 12 minutes, so that's not ideal. The breaker did just go off as well, which means the ghost was wandering up here and I didn't realise, which is fine. So I think that we just have to go and get a bit closer. I don't think we're anywhere near the ghost. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't know. But let's, it'll probably hunt any minute. Alright, so I've been in this match a little too long. I'm being very stubborn. I want to figure out what this ghost is, but I think I'm gonna probably need to use the cursed objects again. We are being insta-hunted pretty much anytime we go in. So I do have 2 syringes left, or 2 meds left. So we can go back to full sanity and actually do a proper investigation. We can go and explore what's happening downstairs a little bit more without having to deal with a hunt, unless it's a demon or a mimic. So therefore, we still have a chance of dying. But dying isn't the biggest problem. It's just figuring out what the ghost type is. And because I'm like, oh, this was an early hunter, I'm sure it is, then I kind of like don't want to go into another one. I'm being really stubborn. This game has been interrupted quite a few times as well by phone calls and stuff like that. So I've been in here probably way too long, way longer than I usually would in a match ever. So once I take these, there's no going back. I can't go back to 100% after this. So I'm going to do it. I don't mind. I think the ghost is probably too far away, and that's why we're not hearing it. So let's pop 1. Pop 2. And we can now sprint if we choose to. I've got my smudge. I want to take the thermometer and the video camera. Let's get the breaker on. Put this light on. Check our sanity real quick. We're at 100%. Right. So room-wise, this might be a pain. If it's not freezing temps. We shall see. But we're going to go downstairs. I want to check out what's happening down here, because there's been a lot of noise here. But I don't know if the ghost room is down here. I have actually no freaking idea. It's very confusing. We're the same temperature as we usually would be here. Let's go over this side and see. It's not down here, guys. I'm so convinced it's not down here. It can't be. It must be further away. What if it's upstairs this whole time and I just didn't know? I'll be so annoyed. Do I have an EMF here? I do, actually. I don't think it is EMF, to be fair, but... Right. Where are you? Female. Female. EA. Arum. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, so we know it's in the female day room. That is way over one of the other sides. I'm very much huntable right now. Did I bring the parabolic? I'm gonna need that to hear if I'm being hunted. Which side is day room for female? I think it's this side. It's over this way. So it's down the end of this corridor. I don't think the parabolic reaches that far. I think it probably goes to one of the rooms. One of the, like, maybe room 3 or 4, maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, we're not going to reach as far as that. We could go in. I don't know if we can hide somewhere. Like, hide behind furniture. And try not to be seen. Oh, there's a door here. So if we close this door. How far does that get me? I'm not sure. I think that we definitely don't reach. We have to go in. Yeah, those steps we've been hearing are not the ghost. Not by a long shot. We're still not quite at the day room. Now, we'll get locked in here if the ghost hunts. And I can't see for shit. We could go into one of the rooms. Oh, it's fast as fuck. It's fast. It's very fast. That scared the shit out of me. Is the hunt over? Oh, okay. There's a parabolic sound. Okay. So that scared the pants off me. I want to try get my lights checked here. Okay, so it's very fast. That's not a demon. That's not Banshee. I think we have the ghost wrong. It was very, very fast. So it might be a they. I've spent almost 2 hours in here, by the way. In fact, it has been. Not investigating for 2 hours. I've been here for 2 hours. Those fucking footsteps threw me off the entire time. I'm really mad at myself for not realizing that. Oh, that's our hunt. Where is she? The door locked, which means we're locked in. The hunt started. Oh, fuck. Scared the shit out of me, man. Every time. I don't... Okay, I think that's the hunt over. So very, very fast. Very, very fast. My sanity's dead now. Like, I've literally killed it by sitting here in the dark. It's good now that we know that... I think we're slightly out of range for the day. The breaker's still on? Interesting. Honey? think we might be able to make it to the next room. Yep. Get a little closer. Yeah, when she starts hunting, it's scary. It is scary. Okay. So she's on the warpath, but she's not immediately at me. So we're still out with range, which is good. Oh. Yeah, so she's traveling towards the up the back there. Okay. I have no clue on where like, I know she's up there. I wonder if it's a mimic. But then the mimic would have changed by now. Like, our options are limited. But the only thing it's not an on-rail. The only thing I have here is that it's a mimic because it was an early hunt. Let's be... Oh. Sorry, I'm making sure I wasn't getting hunted. Okay, let me put this down for a second. Turn it off. Right. So, let's clear the board. Literally, let's just clear everything. And then let's go through reasoning for why it's not each ghost that we're crossing off. And it'll be really simple. So the first thing was, it was an early hunt. We know that we were above 50. In fact, we know that we were above 70, but because the time I got back out into the van, I was above 70 still. So we know it was probably above, it was like 75 or above, right? So let's go with what the first thing we know for a fact. We know for a fact that it's fast, right? It's above average speed. The average speed is 1.7 meters per second. This is way faster than that. So it's not an Aswang because the Aswang is slightly slow. It's not a Banshee because they're normal speed. It's not a Dayan. The reason I say it's not a Dayan is that a Dayan is... It changes its speed relative to the player. So I'll say it's not a Dayan. It's not... I don't think it's a Dil de Gas. They're not a 50%. They hunt at 50% or less, right? It still could be a demon. It's not a Deogen because a Deo would come towards me no matter what, right? And it wasn't making its way towards me. In fact, I saw it going away at one point. They are very fast when they first initially start to hunt, but that's because they're trying to get to you as fast as they can, and then they slow down like a snail's pace. I don't think it's a Galu. I mean, it could be, but I don't think so. The very first time it hunted, I don't think that it would be enraged if it would be anything at all. Like if it was near, or like if it was smudged, or if it was near a crucifix and it started to hunt. But we've had multiple hunts at this point. It's definitely not a Galu. I'm pretty confident it's not a Galu. It's not Goryo. That's normal speed. Plus it hunts 50%. I don't believe it's a Hantu. It hunts at 50% as well. But it's faster in the cold areas. So it would be fast a lot with the breaker being off. I don't think so because it's above 50%, and I don't think it can hunt above that. So I'm gonna discount that. A Jinn also cannot hunt above 50% actually. So yeah, I don't think we have an option for that. That's fine. It's also normal speed. Cormos. So Cormos is interesting. It can be fast. Usually it's fast because it is hearing the player, and you've maybe moved around it, because it's very sensitive with its hearing because it's blind. But we did get a ghost form event or a mist form event, so we know it's not a Cormos. In fact, we can also discount Oni for those reasons: the mist form, the normal speed, and the 50% threshold. It's not a mare. A mare is 50% as well. Sorry, no, a mare's not 50%. A mare is 60% when you're in the light and 40% in the dark. But we know it was above 60%, so we can discount it. A Moroi gets faster the lower our sanity, but it is generally a 50% threshold for sanity. So I'm going to discount Moroi. It's not a Myling because that's also 50%. So we can discount that, and plus it's normal speed. Obake. Obake is 50% as well, and normal speed. There's a lot of like normal speed ghosts here. Like we can literally discount these for that reason. So a phantom, poltergeist, shade, spirit, Yuri, yokai, wraith. We know it was Septon Salt anyway. A revenant would be slow if it didn't know where you were, so not that. So now we've got a couple of other things. So an Obambo is interesting because it goes through states of calmness and aggression every 2 minutes. So when you first step into the map, and you open the door, that first minute, okay, it's not hunting. That first minute, it is calm. And then when it hits the 1 minute mark, it moves over to its aggressive side. And then it switches every other minute. Okay, she's hunting now. When it's slow or calm, it's slightly slow. And when it is aggressive, it is slightly fast. I don't think it's that. An Onryo is, again, normal speed, but it can hunt at a higher threshold, depending on flames and stuff like that. Because we know now two things, which is it's an early hunter and it's normal. It's not normal speed, it's fast. It's not an Onryo, so we can discount that. The Raiju is the next one. So I'm going to discount Raiju for these reasons. So it can hunt at a higher threshold. In fact, I think it's a 65% threshold, but only around electronics. And we have not brought any electronics into the area where it's at. So I would discount it for that. Now, it can be normal speed normally and then super duper fast if it's around electronics. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. If I'm wrong, but I don't think so. So now we've left with Demon, Fae, Mimic, or the twins. There has been a lot of activity. It could be twins. I think I would expect it to be a little like slower when it's on its fast end, because I believe the twins are slightly slow, like 1.5, and then it's 1.9 when it's slightly fast. I do think that actually we're dealing with faster than 1.9. God, it's throwing shit like crazy. So I don't think it's twins. The other option is Fae. I actually think it's starting to become a Fae. I think it might actually be. That's what I see is when it hunts. Because it's going, I think it's going up and down this area here. It's, so I would have thought it was a demon to begin with. However, a demon is not fast. A demon is only normal speed. So even though it was early hunting, it was not fast. So now we're down to, I'm going to discount twins. It's down to Mimic or it's down to Fae. I'm thinking it's just a Fae. And we've not had a chance to age it because we've not been in the ghost room at all in like 2 hours. Genuinely haven't been in the ghost room. I thought we had, okay, she's hunting. Now, is she still nearby? Because she might have changed ghost rooms. I'm not hearing her. Oh, fuck. That was really close. No? Nah. Yeah, she's up towards the day room. Okay. Could I be wrong here? I'm thinking like of all the different ghosts, and out of all of them, what comes to mind when it comes to early hunts is just the Fae. I think that's what it is. There's only one way to test that, because actually, well, we could ask the Ouija board its age and then spend time in the ghost room and then ask it again, but that, it would be suicide at this point, because we're definitely going to get killed there, because we're not going to be able to bring our sanity back up. And if we got hunted, I guess we could bring a crucifix so she doesn't spawn on top of us. We're also not going to be able just to discount it through orbs, because she has orbs as well. As you can see, Mimic and her has orbs together. Ghostwriting or dots. But if I'm being honest, I don't know if it's worth the time. It's not changed speeds. I don't think it's a Mimic. And I have seen this situation happen before, where it's been against a Mimic and one other ghost, and it's been the Mimic, and I've been so sure, because we've been able to discount things due to like behavior. Unfortunately, sometimes you just get mimicked. You just get mimicked. I will be making sure. I think I'll wait till the next hunt happens. I will do my best to. Oh, she's hunting. I'm going to do my best to compress all this down. This was a very long, specific one. This third game, very, very long. Like, I'm talking over 2 hours at this point. Again, like I said, I got like interrupted and stuff quite a few times today. So apologies that it wasn't really smooth, but I will cut all the faff out to make sure you guys can see exactly like the points that I was trying to make. Yeah, she's up there, but she's like too far away at points. Oh. Closing in on me? Nope, not. Is that hunt over? No. Where is she? Where does she go? Oh no, the hunt's over now. Right, let's get out of here. So she's up this very end of this corridor. There's like a little daycare. It's a day room in there. So that'll be where she's been the whole time, because it'll have the sofas, it'll have the bookshelves that we saw in the mirror. So yeah, I guarantee you if we went down there, we probably would see orbs, but it's not good. We're not going to get much else. We can get the evidence. I do not want to spend any more time. Look, I didn't go to 0 sanity. Oh my god. All right, let's see. How well did Rogue decipher which ghost it was? Was it completely wrong? Was I thinking that we were early hunted and we weren't? Or was I actually paying attention for once? No, I do try my best. Let's see what happens. I'm so nervous. Oh. I did it! Holy fuck nuggets. Oh my god. Genuinely, what a bollock that last match was. All because I got so insistent on doing it a certain way. So that was our third. Oh, I leveled up. Nice. So, ooh, almost 75 again. I'll just show you here. Time 2 hours and 12 minutes. Literally because a couple of different reasons. There was a few things that interrupted IRL that I had to step away for. So I wasn't always in the match. Also, I was trying my best to not rely solely on like the normal techniques, because I wanted to try and find if there's a more efficient way to do it now that I've gotten a bit more used to the game and stuff like that. We also have this challenge, which of course gives us all the cursed objects, so it gives me the opportunity to test out some things with them. I will say that I think if I was maybe more aggressive with the cursed items and using like listening for the hunts and stuff like that, instead of like trying to do the investigation like the same way I would if I was at 100% sanity, because obviously if you're using cursed items, you're not going to be 100%. So because I was probably playing in this, trying to like mix the two blends, I don't think it quite worked. I think the best thing to do is either you're going to just do a proper investigation and you're just going to deal with whatever the consequences are, or you're going to use the cursed items and it's the same. You're just going to deal with the consequences. Personally, as a newer or less experienced player with large maps, especially now that we had all the objects there, and this map is fucking huge, right? The cameras in the van are not as useful, I don't find. Sometimes you might get lucky. I've definitely been lucky before when I've found ghost orbs in the chapel and stuff like that, and you've been able to see it through the cameras, and it's helped tons. But I think the parabolic has its uses, but obviously you've got to be mindful, just like I probably wasn't really realizing, the distance that it has an effect, and also what is like background audio and what is actually interactions and ghost behavior. There's so much noise happening that I think I got overwhelmed a little bit by it. Therefore, I was starting to think that those footsteps I was hearing was the ghost, and it actually wasn't. However, when you go back to what our reasoning of the like crossing out of the ghosts we were discounting ghosts that did not early hunt to begin with. That really helped dissect like how much we were dealing with. We left us with a handful of ghosts, meaning that then we could try and like just need to pin down the location and then go from there. If I hadn't been early hunted, I think it would have gone completely different. So yeah, I think early hunt definitely saved the bacon in terms of like understanding how many ghosts were left to actually understand. And then once we did find the ghost, or at least had the parabolic help us with that and the Ouija board, which I do recommend the Ouija board for that. If you cannot discern where it is through the haunted mirror, use the Ouija board. It's there for you. Also, make sure you've got your EMF next to you so you can see if it's like potentially an EMF 5 ghost, because the ghost is interacting with that cursed object, which means that it could give off EMF 5. And if it's a ghost like that, then yeah, it will. Or it can. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. But it's a good test to see. I think just be mindful, like, take your night vision. You need to see, guys. You need to see. So you're not always going to have the breaker and the lights on. Be mindful it's a large map, so you can only turn on, I think it's like 7 lights. It's a lot less than where you could in like a house, which is like 9, I think, before it blows the breaker or something like that. So yeah, there's that. But I think it's very easy as a new player to get overwhelmed and lost in this challenge. The size of the map definitely doesn't lend itself to like friendly to new players. It's a good chance to explore it though, because it is a weekly challenge. You're not investing anything into it. It's the items that the game is providing you, and you can still get the ghost right and die, and it will still work towards your challenge. So it's good for that. If you're scared, you're not sure, bring the smudge with you. Just bring one. You like when you're looking around for the ghost, where you're traveling, whatever you're pathing through, there are plenty of places to hide. There's things that break line of sight. Use the gurneys, use the little rooms off to the side, whatever you need, the bookshelves. There's tons of stuff to break line of sight and hide behind. It only did 1 event. Oh my god. And 1 ability. Amazing. That's crazy. It spent half an hour hunting me. That's funny as heck. Favorite room change is 0. I didn't expect it. See, the thing is, I had a funny feeling that it was going to be in one of these rooms off to the side that I can't hear. Yeah. God damn. I'm so exhausted after that. No joke. 113 doors moved. 140 objects moved. It moved 6,000 meters. That's funny. Look at this. 1,330 interactions. 1 ability use. Imagine. Yeah. There's a right and a wrong way to do this for sure. Don't do what I did. Don't rely on one thing to help you get there. I was just giving my thoughts after this match, but after thinking on it for a minute, I do think that if you're a more experienced player and you're aware of the kind of layout and the nuance, little signs that you can see around different rooms, and you can like say, oh yeah, that's that room or that's this room, because of like the tiles or the blood splatter or whatever, then use the mirror. I think if you're not used to this map, I think you should just ask the Ouija boards right off the bat. Bring your EMF, put it on the floor. Make sure you have, if you have struggled in the past with the Ouija board with asking questions and maybe doesn't recognize you, make sure if you want to do voice activated, I would put it on system voice. It's usually the best one. Or use text. And if you use the text mode, you can actually ask it specific questions. So there's a section called information and you can ask it where it is. That will tell you where it currently is. It might not tell you its exact ghost room, but at least it gives you an indicator of where it is. And that's a good place to start. Be aware though, one, it will drop your sanity by I think about 25% minimum, I believe. That might be more, maybe less. I'm not entirely sure, but I did see it was about 25. Also make sure that you say goodbye, because you have to be polite. You got to make sure that you say goodbye, because what that will then do is if you don't, it will eventually cause a cursed hunt, and that's a longer hunt than what you're experiencing already, which I think because we're on low hunt duration, it's 40 seconds, so it extends that out. And you don't need to be dealing with that, especially if the ghost somehow turns out to be nearby and it can catch you unawares. So those are the things that I'd be mindful of. If you're trying to speed this and get this done as fast as possible, those are the main two things. The map is way too big to try and like do a proper investigation when you have this ability to find it straight away. Don't be like me and spend 2 hours or more than 2 hours in one game. So that would be my biggest thing. Try it. New players, try it. I know it's scary. It's essentially an asylum, and that is spooky, and it looks spooky too. And the noises are overwhelming and a little scary, but it's okay because you're not actually going to be impacted IRL. Just take your smudge with you so that you can get away. Make sure when you're going around the map, going into the different rooms and corridors, that you can identify a sneaky place where you can hide, just in case the ghost tries to hunt you. And be aware as well that tier 3 smudges have this freeze effect on the ghost. I don't personally like it because it can put the ghost in your way. It can actually become a collision. So I prefer tier 2 or tier 1, but tier 3 is what we've got. So just be aware of that. So make sure you don't put yourself in a tight corner that you can't like pass through or whatever. Make sure you've got room. So that would be my main thing. Don't be scared to use your sanity medication. Don't be scared to go get the breaker on if you need it. And enjoy it. Take your time. Don't rush. Don't panic. If I can help in any way and you want to ask a question in the comments, I can do my best. I'm like 400 plus matches at this point in. I keep calling them matches. 4+ contracts at this point. So I feel like I am past the novice stage and I'm in like, okay, you're still lit. You're kind of like above beginner now. And I keep calling myself new and a beginner, but maybe I'm not anymore. But there's still a lot that I have to learn. So I still consider myself fairly low tier, but I'm trying to learn. So I want you guys to learn from me and I want to learn from you guys. So what would your best advice be for something like this? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. We got our rewards, so I don't have to do this now, thank God. But yeah, let me know how you got on as well. Did you have a tough time in any of your matches, any of your ghosts? Like Sophie, she was a bitch, man. Trying to find her. It wasn't her fault. It was completely my novice ass, but did you have any struggle with it? Let me know in the comments as well. So yeah, that is where I will wrap up this video. If you want to support little me and our journey here on YouTube, if you like the video, it does a ton. Thank you so much if you do. It's absolutely free. There's no obligation, but that little button does so much. And if you're on mobile and you swipe the comments, you can actually do the hype feature, and that is even more support. It's freaking huge, and YouTube has really pushed channels who are using that feature. So if you do, it's a freaking amazing way to support me. Thank you so much if you do. I'm gonna stop waffling. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your week. It's a Monday here, so have a good one. Treat yourself to something nice. Remember to stay hydrated because you do not want to dehydrate. Okay, don't be like me and not hydrate. No, I do hydrate. I'm gonna stop waffling. All right, I'm tired. This was exhausting. Oh my God. I will see you guys in the next one, okay? Have a good one. Bye-bye.